Hey, we're recording, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, the American Campaign 30.6 here. So, this is the second time I'm recording this because we had a little bit of lag in the last recording, and so I wanted to fix it. Nothing real interesting here, we're just continuing on with the redeployment of the fleet. I will say, though, it is currently the 2nd of December when I'm recording this, and it is a beautiful day outside. Where I am, it's only about 10:30. I start recording this. What's the temperature outside? It's lovely for me because I'm the only one in the family with cold resistance apparently. Yes. More GDP. Nope, we're waiting. It's 59 degrees outside, and our high today is 65. We've got nice breezes going on, so it's been a lovely. Also, yeah, I figured out in the last recording session that the Tulsa Lake Placid class is up here. We're sending you to San Fran. So it's a beautiful day outside. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I've got the windows open. So apologies if you guys hear anything on the recording that's just kind of like cars going by or whatnot. I hope my mic won't pick it up, but if it does, just know that's what it is. It's the time of year in Florida where we're able to dress in, half the state's going to be in sweatpants and the other half is going to be in t-shirt and shorts. I'm in the middle this morning, so I don't have a short sleeve shirt for a football team, for the football teams I root for, so I'm wearing my long sleeve hockey shirt. It was an interesting weekend of football, I'll say that. Uh, so, for those who are unaware, if you're watching this in the future, this is recorded on December 2nd of 2024, and rivalry weekend in college football was Saturday. Saturday, Friday, Thursday, all that kind of stuff. It was a wild weekend. Georgia Tech going into 8 overtimes, brawls breaking out at eight or nine separate games. My football teams won. Florida beat FSU. Not proud of us planting the flag on the field. I think that was just a little bit too much. But coach said he's gonna come down pretty hard on that. Which I agree with. It's not. I know there's a couple Lake Placids here. What was I saying? Kind of come down pretty hard on that. It's just a little bit much, Especially because it's one thing if it was a close game, but it was kind of more of a blowout. And if you're gonna do it after they leave or put it in the end zone or something. But don't put it on the logo at midfield. That's just uncalled for. So it's just there's just these little things that can just set off a fight. But it's I prefer for it to go a different way. But again, that's just kind of how it goes in college football. NFL went great, apparently. Bills won. For reference, I'm born into a Bucks family on my dad's side, Buccaneers family, and then on my mom's side, it's like a 90% split for the Bills, and the rest of the family is Giants fans. So I've been suffering with two teams this year, and jumping up and down with one team. Now, if the Bills would do me a favor and stop giving me a heart attack every Sunday, that'd be a help. The last night was good. They had a snow game. So, hopefully next time I'm up that way, up visiting my mom's side of the family, I can go see a Bills game. No, I did say if we won the Super Bowl, I'm breaking a table, but nah, you know how it is. But yeah, getting the fleet reorganized is going to take time. So I know last episode was pretty boring, besides designing the Massachusetts. It's just we're trying to reorganize, quite frankly, the entire fleet. So it's going to take a lot more time than I would like. uh, by the way, I think if it still holds true from last time, there's a chance that Colombia might flip to the Soviet Union and we'll get a mission to go against them. Problem is that I've sold them so many ships over the years that at Santa Marta, they, here at Cartagena, they have a massive fleet that we might have to put up with. So I just got to be careful. If we get the conquest mission, we'll do it. I'll record that as a separate episode, but it just caused so much lag. We were taking a lot of torpedoes as well, so I prefer we keep Colombia, but so actually, in interest of that, next time they ask to buy a ship, I'm going to go ahead and sell them a couple. As long as it's not like a battlecruiser or something. If it's destroyers, that's fine. I will say it's nice having finally being able to have the windows open. I know I've been saying this the last couple episodes, but it is a treat this time of year for us down here uh, to have the windows open. We don't normally get to keep them open very long, so we're lucky if we're able to keep the windows open for a couple weeks. But with the way the winter's going so far, it looks like we might be able to keep it through the new year, which would be nice. We're supposed to get another cold front tomorrow, I think, which would be Tuesday the 3rd. I think that's what they were calling for, but do they flip? No. Nope. Just gonna keep going. Just keep cruising along. I think this episode we get the fast battleship. If I remember the research correctly, we might get the fast battleship, so we can take a look at that design. I know we're getting modern armor. If the research holds the same, we're supposed to get modern armor here in about a year in game. So if we wanted to hold off on a new battleship class, maybe to 1935, that might help. But I want to make sure we get all 50 states to have a ship named after them before I end the campaign. You guys seem to like the series. We're still getting plenty of views. We're getting subscribers. So with that, I think I issued the challenge. Okay. Yes, you may order a Tulsa. Jamaica becomes independent. Yeah, so this was a problem. Last time I recorded this, I just noticed that Britain is falling apart. They've just got so much unrest. Can't remember what light cruiser we're on for Colombia. We're just gonna do light cruiser. Let's do 5. It's a fleet. The battlecruisers are almost done. I know that, but we're gonna run out of crew, like almost immediately, because the destroyers are finishing up, and then, Yeah, see, so all of these guys are going to be done at the same time. And then these guys come out in 3 months, so it's going to be, we're going to be hurting for crew for a bit. You're going to be CCL-5. No. Yep. I think we can start selling ships again. We could use the money, and it keeps the shipyards busy. And it's not like I'm doing 1,000 refits right now. Plus, it'll help recover some of the money from sending the fleet across the world. Right. Who's up here in Seattle? Alright, this is the... Okay. So we should have... Who's in San Diego? Florida. Yep, that's the rest of the Nebraskas. Where... We have another Florida somewhere. I can't remember where she is. Should be... I know she's around here somewhere. Let me go to the fleet screen again. In the last recording session, I spent 5 minutes looking for this ship. Type, please. Thank you. Where is the... Alright. Charleston, Norfolk, Charleston, San Diego. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Charleston, Norfolk. Okay. So we're going to send the South Dakota to the Pacific Fleet. So I think I mentioned this briefly last episode. We're designing a couple of fleets to just form groups. So we're going to send this entire group over to San Diego. Not sure how that's going to take a turn, but if it only takes a turn, fine. Episodes might be delayed this week, by the way. I've got a full schedule. It's also finals week. I should theoretically have enough episodes to get to Saturday, and then next week I can start recording more. I've got some time Thursday. I don't have any time Friday. I know I don't have time tomorrow. Actually, I might have time Wednesday afternoon. So, I'm unsure, but we'll see how it goes. 23-inch torpedoes, bigger minefields. Oh, Portugal. You want Colombia? Sure. 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 Jamaica doesn't have any ships, right? Right. Again, so I looked at this and I figured out that we've got some ships that need to have their names changed because I don't know why this is a problem where it'll name the heavy cruisers that, but let's just go ahead and change that now. Portugal. Actually, we had Portugal as an ally a long time ago. Kansas. We'll do St. Augustine and Syracuse. Syracuse. Sure. So let's look at the fleets. Yeah, we're not gonna have crews for a couple months. Alright. Egypt has ordered a ship. So they get a heavy cruiser. Colombia orders 2 more light cruisers. Oh, the Langley class, so they're modernizing. CCL-6 and CCL-7. That's probably not the actual amounts. I can't remember where I put that sheet. That's got all that stuff. How are we doing on finances now that I think about it? Ah! Lag. No. Oh, we're done with the shipyards. More capacity. We must build. We're about to get 2,000 crews. So that might get us through the next month. Research. Yeah, so this is modern armor. I know that for sure. Yep, that's modern armor. Destroy design. This should just be more tonnage. Yep. You should be the Mark 4 3s, or 5 3s, yes. Control stations, advanced fire control. It's just making everything more expensive. This is Marine Diesel 2. Yeah. So next turn. Did Portugal order a ship? I'll take a look. I'll take a look this month and see if Portugal ordered a ship. Piss off. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sure. Yes, it's fine. Who's left over here? The Springfield group. Sure. Come down here and handle that, please. Thank you. Let's check the fleet screen, because I can't remember. I think Portugal ordered a ship, but I can't remember. Egypt, Colombia. Nope. CCL-8. Yeah, these are going to be done in a month, and then we got about 8 months to get these guys crewed up. And I think there's a submarine with low crew, if I remember correctly. I was taking a peek over here last episode, or last time I recorded, and I think, nope, that got sorted. Alright. Did I build out the next series of submarines? I did. Alright, good. I was worried about that. Actually, hold on, I just noticed that. Please add crew. Alright. How are we looking here? 100%. We will add the Bahamas as a new state. Plus, the building ships means we get more money. Coffee got cold. Put up with it. I worked out this morning, so my body's kind of tired. I think I'll take some ibuprofen before going to work. Right. So I did make this promise. I can't remember if this was last recording session or last episode, but I talked about doing a kind of a walkthrough of my model collection. once we hit 25 subscribers and 2,500 views. So if we hit that before, let's say, Christmas, we'll go ahead and do it. I'll do a walkthrough of my models and show off the fleet that I'm building. I have the first CV2, CV3, CV4, CV5, CV6, CV7. I have the Lexington class and I have the Yorktown class. I have all those carriers. The only two I'm missing to complete the first 7 carriers, if you will, is Ranger and Langley. And those are on my Christmas list. So I'm hoping I can get those, and then I'll just buy a bunch of Essex class carriers, and then I'll do one as like Yorktown 2, and I gotta see if I can get a friend of mine to 3D print some nameplates, because some of the Tamiya models, which I highly recommend for their quality, they are difficult to work with, especially if you have big hands like I do. Like I think I've said this before. I'm 6'6", so I have big hands, and it is incredibly difficult to do very small parts with big hands and a lot of weight behind it, and I forget my own strength. So there have been multiple times where I've had to replace and kind of make my own parts because I keep breaking things, but they're good quality. Instructions can be a little difficult, but I enjoy making them, and they look nice, and they have a nice little spot on top of one of my bookshelves. I actually need some more shelves now that I think about it. The super propellers. Okay. Right. Who's in Wilmington? Charleston. Who's there? Battlecruisers. So I think the way I designed this fleet formation is that the most modern fleets are going to be split pretty down the middle with things. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. So it'll be 2 Floridas, 3 Pennsylvanias, 3 Massachusetts, and then a couple of the so one fleet will have the Yorktowns. We'll have each fleet will have 3 Yorktowns and 3 Constellations, and then the rest of the finer details we'll work on as we get done with these conquest missions. We're approaching about having 5 years left in the campaign, but again, I said if you guys really like this, and I do want to hear your feedback. I enjoy the engagement. I enjoy you guys' feedback. You guys help point out things that I miss. I enjoy interacting with y'all. You guys are fun. Give me a heads up, and again, if you guys want a destroyer named after you, just send me something. Send me a message on YouTube or put a comment. If you're watching these videos and you like the series, just knocked a bunch of stuff over. Consider subscribing, guys. It ain't gonna hurt you. And I put out episodes pretty regularly. I found that they're good to listen to in the background during most of these kind of filler episodes where I can't do much besides just kind of sit here and chat. But I find that there can be decent background noise. And you can get a little bit of the story. Problem is that I know we're starting to get towards the last 5 years of the campaign, theoretically, and fleets are going to be bigger. They're going to be more modern. They're going to have better range, better guns. So it's not going to be a cakewalk. It's not going to be like the first China War, where the American-Chinese War, where the Wyoming was just able to take her battle group and go seal clubbing for months on end with anything that crossed in front of her. Uh, Especially if we fight a European power, it's not going to be pretty. I have considered, just as an idea, maybe fighting the Soviet Union, but I'm not quite sure what I would do with that. Just kind of sitting here waiting. Oh, right, the Battlecruisers are done. Okay. So I'm going to send 3 of them to San Diego. So we're going to take Ceaseless, Commendable, and Courageous. And we're going to send them there. Out of Boston, what heavy cruisers are here? You guys, Columbias. Alright, where are the rest of the Columbias? You up here? No. You down over here? You in Norfolk? No. You in Charleston? What are you? Columbias. Okay. How many Columbias are here? The answer is 6. You have 9. Yeah, that works. That math works out. Okay, so I need to send 10 of these to San Diego to form the Pacific Fleet. So we're going to send Los Angeles, Macon, Pueblo, again, with the freaking names, Norfolk, what is that, 5, Austin, Colorado Springs, Detroit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Concord, and Frederick. And then I gotta go in there and change those names. It's getting real annoying. But we're almost done with the battleships. You know, theoretically, we're almost done. We're kind of running out of battleships names anyway, so type. Thank you. Type. Class, please. Okay. So I know there's one. We have 2 San Diegos. All right. Nah, let's do. What's that city? There we go. Where are you? Saratoga? Nope. I'm trying to think of city names off the top of my head that we probably don't have named. If I had to guess, we probably don't have an Asheville. Tennessee, your name needs to be changed. You're gonna be right about. I know. But I just figured it might fit because I think we have a Knoxville. If I look, did it by name. I'm pretty sure we have a Chattanooga. I know we have a Nashville. We probably have a Knoxville. So yeah, see, so it just kind of fits. We have something named. Type in class, please. powerful fleet. These guys are commissioning. It looks like we have crews, which is good. The Massachusetts are 7 months out, so that's good. Colorado, Illinois, Iowa, Massachusetts, Missouri, and New Jersey. So I think the next one is going to be the New York class. If I had to guess, but I'm going to kind of try to wait for modern armor. So it should be done around the same time. We'll get done with these conquest missions as well. So if I started constructing them in 35, assuming it takes 2 years, they'll be done in 37, so they'll be done mid-next war if I had to guess. Assuming my math is right, which it is often not known to be. 439 ships. We're about to have 445. But again, not all of them are going to be active. Okay, Colombia, if you would pay me more, I would consider it. So like Egypt, see? Egypt, this is a little bit more reasonable. And we'll call this the... do we have Nile? Egypt. We'll call this the Ramses. There we go. It's an older design, but it holds up. Let's look at research. How far are we off on the modern armor? Probably a bit, because I've lowered the tech budget, so if I probably bump that up, we'd go into real deficit spending, but yeah, see, 7 months. Hull strengthening? What is this? It's just better materials. Small guns? Mark 5 3s. Submarine improvements. Oh, noise tubes. Alright. Can I afford to upgrade the tech budget? We'd lose 2 billion, but what's most of that? Yeah, fuel is taking 29 million out. We're spending 22 billion a month. Not sure where that's going. There's a billion there. I think it's just we're spending all this money. We need the crews. And I want this maxed out at all times, so I'm going to drop the tech budget just a bit. 75, that's more reasonable. And once we're done commissioning and we get the fleet back, we're going to be making more money. It's just a matter of getting everything sorted out. Plus, we've been sitting on this pile of cash for a long enough period of time we can start spending it. $451 ships in total. Did I ever get the Hazelwoods into production? I don't think I did. Survivability, low noise tubes. Okay. Fine. Since you asked nicely. You want a Penzi? Fine. Sure. It helps with the money, so yes, we lose some shipyard capacity, but at the same time we're making money, we keep our minor allies. So if we ever ended up at war, you know, we can call on their fleets. And we know most of the designs, because I think the... status, please, thank you. So, Chile, that's your +3 minesweepers, so... Chilean minesweeper / ASW 3, and then CM ASW, Chilean minesweeper slash anti-submarine warfare destroyer. Number 2. Colombia. Libertador. El Libertador. Libertador. Egypt. No, that's not right. That's not right either. Ah, screw it. What was the old... What was the old capital? I can't remember. There you go. You get Cleopatra. 5 months left on the Massachusetts class, and then I think I'd feel a little bit more comfortable with war. Once we get the Massachusetts out, I would feel more comfortable in bashing heads in. 5 months. Big guns? Big guns? No. Mark 1s. Nope. Submarine hulls? We're building cruiser submarines. Okay. Yes, we're building a couple. We'll put them in the Mediterranean. Yes. I didn't even know that was a research, but now that I do, we're definitely going to be making use of it, that's for sure. Let's see. Actually, take that back. No. No. 5 3s. Sure. You want a Vermont? That's fine. Yeah, we got Jamaica. Alright. You all. Norfolk. Actually, no. Philadelphia. We're gonna gather the fleet here. How many more turns on you? One more. Fleet. Who just ordered ships? I think Indonesia ordered a couple more destroyers. Yes, they did. Just the one? Okay. IMD-2. Or IMD-6, actually. Portugal. Portugal. There you go. 5 months. See what happens next month for stuff. If it's like war with France, I might bite. Because then we could take Belize. And we could take these. We could take... we could start expanding our... We can go back to the Pacific, I think. I don't know if they have anything left over there, but we do have the fleet in Bar. We could go into Levant, I guess, if it's Italy. I'm not interested in Italy. I want China or France, I think. We'll see. We're making money again. Yay. The fleet grows ever larger. Oh, that's right. If we go to war with China, we can get Belgium. We can free Belgium from communist rule. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Ah, excellent. Sure. Excellent. Yes. Alright. You know what, Denmark? I like your style. You get a battlecruiser. Indonesia, you want a battleship? Sure. Portugal, you want a Los Angeles? Sure. I'm gonna... Alright, this fleet. Group up in Philadelphia. I have a mission for you all. Alright. First thing we're gonna do. So, they have a lot of submarines. But, the last couple episodes, remember, we sent up a submarine base down here. So, first thing that's gonna happen, we're gonna move maybe 3 submarine fleets out of Magong. And we're just gonna form a line, essentially. So Keelung's got some submarines. So we're gonna form effectively a blockade, where any ship going into a Chinese port has to go through a submarine group. And yes, I want it done that way. Put our older submarines sort of in the middle. We'll probably adjust them next turn. This is just temporary to get the submarines out and begin raiding. Just hope the army picks up the slack. As for you all, I've got a job for you. 4 of you go there. 4 of you go here. Last 4 go here. Alright. Next up. Where's the rest of the fleet? Ah, yes. Okay. You guys meet up here in the straits, please. Actually, cancel that. You all move to Shinshu and buy me time to move the Pacific fleet over here, please. Thank you. Manila, Idaho class, I have a job for you. Sit yourselves here. Where are you? Georgia, take your group and sit off Tsingtao. Please, thank you. Pacific, actually Atlantic fleet, I changed my mind. How's your advance looking? Not great. Alright. Let's get the Atlantic fleet back in port first before I do anything. Philadelphia is there. Okay. I'm going to move half the fleet here. So, Celestial, Chippewa, Constellation, Enterprise. No. You guys need to go to the Pacific. Ticonderoga, Shangri-La, and Essex. You guys are going to be at the Atlantic fleet. Rest of you, New York. Move ships down here to San Diego, please. We are very much over capacity there. I do not care. We're going to send the fleet out in a couple of task forces here in a moment. We're making $7 billion now. Plenty of money. Now we can upgrade the research. Alright, let's do it. Ally. Allies. Let's ally Britain. Please. Max out the tech budget. Let's go. Alright. Well, I think we're going to end the episode there. For now, at least. And when we pick up, next episode, we will truly begin the war in the East. Once again, back to the Pacific. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. See you next time.